Hello everyone, welcome back once again to CareerQ, a place to curate your career. So the appraisal season is going on, and in a lot of organizations, probably it has already begun or it is about to begin. And you have to complete all the formalities of filling out the appraisal forms and submitting what you have done or what you have achieved in the entire year, and so on and so forth. Because the financial year is about to come to an end, and with the new financial year coming up, the appraisals have to be considered and conducted in each of the organization. So that is the topic of video today. In today's video, I will be telling you all about how these managers actually give us our appraisal based on our performance. What are the different factors that are considered, and how your appraisal is actually decided on the back end. So do watch the video to the end, because if probably this year's appraisal is not up to the mark, then you will definitely get to know what improvements or what things you need to take care of so that you get a better appraisal or a better compensation than that you expected to get in this financial year, and work towards that so that you are able to succeed. So without further ado, let's get started. So the very first thing that these managers look for is your performance goals. As I have already told you that you have to do some goal settings in the beginning of each cycle. So if you guys don't understand what goal setting is, then I have already created a video on goal settings. Just go and watch that video to get a complete understanding of what goal settings is and how you can, or what you need to add in that goal setting, and how you can improve your goals and in turn your appraisal. I will put the link of that video in the description box below and somewhere on the screen above. So coming back to the point that we were discussing, how much of achievement you have got, or how much of the things of your goals that you had already set for yourself in the previous year, how much of those have you been able to accomplish? Those are the first factors, and those are the first things that will be considered. That whether, if you wanted to deliver something, whether it was delivered on time or not. If your goal was to attain a certification, whether you attained that certification and in which way, whether you did it by your own and you came up to your manager and said that you have completed it, or whether your manager had to keep bugging you that now you have to do it, it's an organizational pressure, in that kind of a way you did it. So all of those things matter, whether you have been able to reach those goals and the way in which you have been able to reach those goals, whether your manager has to do a lot of hand holding, or whether you are up there by yourself and you're able to complete everything that you had said in your goal settings. This is the first thing that will be considered, your performance on your goals. The next thing that will be taken into consideration is your skill set and your competency. Now, what your tech stack is through which you were hired, that is a separate thing, and how you have performed in your project, that is again a separate thing. But apart from that skill on that tech stack, the extra skills like the ability to work within a team, maybe the people management skills, maybe some communication skills, and an adaptability towards change. Say for example, if there was a certain thing that was being done in your project in a certain way, and now your client has said that now they want to change this process and they want to use something else. So here you need to learn a new thing, a new technology, and then you need to become at least not a pro, but at least a person who is able to adapt and make use of that technology in such a way that the entire project doesn't get hampered. So these adaptability to change, or your communication skills, these extra skill sets that you acquire, or you have, and these extra competencies that you show while you are working, these are the second major important things that play a very big role when your appraisal is being considered. The third thing, of course, is your productivity. Now, how much have you been able to deliver in what amount of time? That will calculate your productivity. Say, for example, you were asked to create a presentation, a deck for a presentation, and you were given a week's time for that. But after 1 week has, ended, clocked, now your manager is asking you what is the update and where is the presentation, and then you just show him or her maybe 5 to 6 sliders, which is not even complete. It doesn't have the major points. Then that will lead to an impression that you are a non-productive candidate. If on the other hand, you have completed your work within time and with the expectation that was being, considered or that was being thought about, then you are treated as a productive employee. So your quality of work and the quantity of time taken, this in turn discovers or tells your manager about your productivity and about your reliability as well, whether he can trust you with something major within the project or not. So your productivity is the third very much important factor that is considered when your appraisal is being considered. The next important thing is initiative and innovation. So when I say about this, this is something that an individual does from his end. Now, he might not be asked from his manager that, we are thinking of doing this. For example, there was a person in my team. We used to do a certain part of our work on the Excel sheets. And it was a tiring process. It was one process in which there was a lot of scope for human errors. And it did happen, we did consider it, but there was this one guy who was an expert in Python. And so what he did, he created a script, a Python script, a small tool which actually automated this entire thing of merging the Excels and finding out, and a lot of things he did in that tool. I'm not going to describe what was done. But what I mean to say is that there was a certain way which we all followed, and there was a problem which we all noticed, we all knew about it, but nothing was done by any one of us till the time that guy came. He saw that, okay, there is a scope of improvement over here because there is a lot of human errors that can happen. And he improved that with his skill, his innovation, and his initiative. The manager also was not thinking about it. She did not know only. So this person comes, he sees that there is a scope of improvement, and he creates that script. There is a small window tool that comes up, and now you just have to put your Excels, and the entire work got automated, and we used to get our final result. Now this not only reduce the human errors, it reduced the time consumption and everything. So the functioning of the team on a whole increased because this person came up with a new script, a new automated code for the manual work that we used to do previously. So this was considered as a very good thing, and it actually helped him gain a lot of, good appraisals and promotions in his tenure within Capgemini. So this happened in Capgemini. And this actually, when I researched more about it, it is actually something that is considered a very good or a very big plus point. That is an initiative to improve something, and with your existing knowledge you create something and you put it in front of your team such that the entire functioning of the team improves. So your initiative and innovation can actually help you get a lot of good feedbacks and create a positive approach of other people towards you, and of course help in your appraisal cycle. The next thing, and probably the most, I would say one of the most important things, is your attitude and behavior. There is a thing that I have seen within the IT sector take place a lot, that we people always take our team for granted. Okay, I will not do it, someone else will. Or, I don't know this thing, so why should I even dirty my hands into it? I am not willing to learn this thing. Yes, you should be clear what you need to do, what you want to do, and what you don't want to do. However, there is a way in which you decline a work as well. If you are just jumping in and you are just saying a blunt no, or you are being rude towards your teammates, rude towards your manager, you're being arrogant, you are not contributing fully, you are not taking part of calls, or you are not very attentive in the calls when your name is being called out, or if something is asked to you, you are not able to answer. So these kind of things which gives a negative feedback, sense of negative attitude of yours to your seniors, to your managers, this will actually create a lot of downside for your career, and it will in turn impact your appraisal. So next time when you are missing a call, or next time when you are not attentive or not being polite enough with your teammates, then please get to know that this message will definitely go back to your manager, and of course it will be considered, and your appraisal can get impacted because of this. And the last thing that actually happens to a lot of us is that we generally not always work under our managers. So, our manager is someone else, but we are working with some other client, and, we are not really working in sync day in, day out with our managers. So, in those cases also, your manager gets to know everything about it, because there is a feedback system. He will go to each and every stakeholder with whom you are working, your teammates, your clients, your client side manager, everyone, and he will ask about you, your performance, your approach, your attitude, your contribution, your productivity. Everything will be talked about. Your manager will get a complete understanding of how this person is functioning, and based on that, your appraisal will be given. So you need not worry that you are not working under your manager. So how will he get to know what you have done, or how you are working? What is your pattern of work? And those things you need not worry. This appraisal system, this appraisal thing that happens, it is a complete holistic thing, and everyone who is in a project is included in everyone else's appraisal. So everything is cross-linked, and hence you never should you think that, okay, if I am not going to do this, or if I'm going to do this in this way, who is going to know? No, there's always someone who's going to know, and there is always your appraisal and your hike or your promotion that can get impacted because of it. So please take or please keep in mind these factors that are actually impacting your appraisal, and these are the major factors that are there which are actually considered when your appraisal is being talked about. So that's all that I have for you in today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have got a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge by whatever I have shared with you. If you want to connect with me one-to-one, then come over to topmate.io, and I'll definitely try to resolve all your issues. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. I will come again tomorrow with another new video. Till then, stay tuned to CareerQ. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.